your name, surname, and the company you are working for. Go ahead.
So is it for like you marking the point or?
Exactly.
Oh, Kingsley Advani from Chainfund Capital.
Eighth Global Investment Summit for Family Offices, hosted by the Ritossa Family Office. We have another great interview here with us, and I would like to focus, sir, with you on the importance of this event. Why you are here? Why did you decide to take part in such an event?
Sure. So we have an office in the Middle East, and we're here to meet our limited partners based in the region and discuss our investment strategies over the next 12 months, as well as meet with other fund managers that we co-invest with.
So you have the opportunity to meet with many people in the same location without wasting time to call them or arrange meeting with all of them in different locations, right?
Definitely. So it's one of the largest family office summits in the world. And it's got a high concentration of decision makers with CIOs and fund managers all in one place.
Your family office is focused on old and new technology, in particular on fintech. Could you tell us a little bit more about your investment philosophy?
Sure. So our early stage venture fund is based in Silicon Valley. We also have offices in Dubai and Singapore. And we're really focused on investing in the next generation of financial technology. This is companies that are transitioning old finance into new finance. And we're co-investing with a lot of the top institutions like Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, and top exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange and the London Stock Exchange.
How far has the financial sector evolved thanks to new fintechs in the past 2 years? Because sometimes fintechs are great on paper, but then they get absorbed by huge institutional investors, and that is it.
Sure. So the market's been pretty hot recently. There have been some acquisitions and also a few IPOs coming up. So Square recently IPO'd. We will be seeing a number more IPOs in the next few years for fintechs. But really, we've seen a big transition from old finance to new finance, but we're still at the very beginning of it. I mean, for example, to transfer money across the world from, for example, the US to the UK, it still takes 5 to 7 days for a wire transfer, and it still costs, 2 to 3% for that. We're not in a world yet where it takes milliseconds to send money across the world, or at 0.025% fee. So we're really investing in those companies that are building the next generation of financial technology.
What is the distinctive feature of new financial services, if you have to highlight them?
Sure. So there's a few different sectors within financial technology. So you have exchanges, for example. You have payments. You have asset management tools. So there's a number of different areas. We're pretty bullish on a few of these different sectors. We've invested in exchanges that are providing better liquidity for a wider range of assets. We've been investing quite heavily in security token infrastructure. So we still have hundreds of trillions of dollars of assets that are still illiquid. And we're investing in a lot of these infrastructure platforms like Securitize, for example, to make these assets more liquid. For example, we have over $200 trillion of global real estate, and much of it is still illiquid. But in the next 10 years, we'll see much of this real estate being tokenized and becoming more liquid.
And lastly, when it comes to blockchain, are you bullish on such a technology? Do you think it will become much more widespread than what it is right now?
Definitely. So the first wave of blockchain, we really saw the kind of ICO craze. I do feel we're at the end of that, but the technology from that is now being adopted by financial institutions at scale. And what we're seeing is a lot of M&A and new blockchain-based companies inventing entirely new business models. So we're seeing a lot of the banks building distributed ledger technology internally and doing a lot of M&A. So I'm quite bullish in the underlying technology of blockchain to disrupt finance.
Well, sir, thank you very much for this interview and for your time. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Goodbye.